Hi, I'm Veronica Torres, and we're here today at GWPOP, Good World, Power Peace. And today we're going to be talking in the tent about music and yoga. So I'm a musician, yoga teacher, Veronica. We can go around and introduce ourselves.
I'm Garrett from Aqua Surf School. I grew up in Palos Verdes. I'm excited to talk about some music and yoga because those are huge influences in my life.
I'm Amadeus.
I'm Jimena. I am a peacemaker and transformational coach, and I love this topic. I love music and yoga.
So the first question I have for you guys today is, we're talking about peace. We're talking about things that bring us into harmony, I would say. How does music, I think we can all relate to music, first of all. It's pretty much a universal language. Even if we don't know each other, I think we can relate on some level. If you hear me strum a guitar chord, I think it will resonate in your soul. Like when I do that for my little niece who's only one and hears it, just awestruck, right? So for you guys, can you share a time that music has brought you peace or a way that music brings you peace?
Wow, absolutely. It depends on the song and the mood I'm into, but I mean, for me, music can make me really excited to go surfing, really amped up, really happy. It can make me really, really sad too. It all depends on the mood. And then, every time I listen to some kind of music, whether it's making me happy or sad, it's always making me really, really peaceful. It's a way for me to get in touch with those emotions because I feel that, excitedness, anger, sadness, all those things are good emotions, happiness, all those are great emotions to have. And then music can bring those out of you in a very peaceful, very harmonious way.
It's like if I know I'm not feeling well and I know that I need to cry, I turn on, I know exactly the song I'm going to turn on and I'm going to start getting it all out because I know it's so good when you live it. So to me, music is just, it's always it's also cultural because I'm different cultures and depends on which culture. I'm going to say I'm going to listen to a French song now because it's like I want to connect to that part of me, and it's in my life from morning to night. It's like I have music on all the time. I love it.
That's so great.
An emotional enhancer.
Yeah. I love how you brought up crying because I'll just segue a little bit and we'll come back to that. I spent several years of my life not crying, and I think crying is such a great release and feeling the emotions and allowing yourself to express and just release and let things pour out, because when you bottle up stuff, it just stays in there and it kind of grows into this little beast. So I think that's amazing that listening to music makes you cry. It makes me cry too. So all about the cry. Some of your favorite musical artists. So we all had kind of a favorite top 5 or something. Maybe just name one and then tell me what you like about them or what it is that makes you resonate with them.
Okay. For me, it's the Talking Heads.
Talking Heads,
Good
yes.
choice.
Love that.
Just they use so many different aspects and they have so many different influences, and it's very group oriented. They bring everyone in. I've never been to a show, but you can see watching videos or just listening to music, you can feel it, a connection between everyone there. And just the lyricism is amazing. Actually, it makes me think. And when I'm listening to it, for example, I heard I put Fear of Music on for the first time a couple of months ago, and I heard the song Air, and I remember that moment so vividly. It was just, everything else was gone, no thought about anything else, just thinking specifically about that song. Every instrument in there, the change, the progression. Yeah, I guess that's it. It was beautiful.
When you watch him perform too,
David Byrne, yeah.
You see this movement in his body. He's just
Voice is
Another person,
everything
yeah.
in his being is just coming out when he's performing. And I think that's so cool. Love them. Kudos. I'm going to sing a song later. I'm playing it too, by the way, so stick around. And one of my new songs is called Golden Hour, and it's very much inspired by the Talking Heads, so listen to that one and let me know what you think. But that's so great. Does anyone else want to share some of their favorite artists?
Yeah, for me, Grateful Dead, Gorillaz, two probably the top ones. Maybe some, I mean, Fish obviously too, thrown in there. But I just like them because they transcend genres a lot. So you know you can listen to a Fish song and it'll be just completely jamming, all instrumental, and they'll play for 13 minutes, and it takes you kind of through a journey with the music. So you're kind of like, it's got very up parts to it, very down parts, very kind of chaotic parts too, which is kind of all that music really kind of describes me too. So
That's great.
a little organized, a little chaotic, you know.
Yeah, comes full circle.
Full circle. It tries to. Yeah, and then I mean, Gorilla is always obviously too for transcending that genre where they can sing rap music, they can sing like EDM style stuff, and you know, then there's also like really like little songs that are very pretty where they're just kind of jamming a little bit. So I love all that. Those bands have been with me my whole life pretty much. And then going to the shows at Fish, I mean, that's just an experience in and of itself. It's so fun. You go there and everybody's just so happy that you're there, and you don't even know them. They're just like, "Hey, how's it going?"
You're like, these are my people.
These are my people. Yeah. So, and then when you go to the show too, that there's just so many little ticks and things that you know from going to multiple shows that you can kind of participate with the band too. So that makes it always a really exciting. And they just always put on a great show. You know, Trey's Massaggio is one of the best guitar players.
That's so great, and I love how it's, you know, you're going to a show too. That's a whole nother thing of community, right?
Yeah.
So there's just, you might not know each other, but you're there, and you can look at it and be like, "Yep, we're here, we know." And that's just a beautiful thing, you know, and especially the chaotic world that we live in today. To take those moments and really give yourself that time, that space to sit and listen to music and enjoy it with someone else or by yourself is just, I think, great. Anybody else want to share their artists or?
Mine is totally Latino because I go
Latino,
crazy
yeah.
with Carlos Vives, and it's like, he's a Colombian, and
Love it.
it's just like start dancing and
Dancing.
cooking and like, yeah,
Yes.
the whole thing.
The cumbia. Do you do the cumbia ever?
Cumbia, merengue,
Yeah.
salsa, the whole thing.
So cool.
It's
Love
just like
it.
I go crazy with Latinos. Every time there's like a concert here where one of them is coming, and it's just like, and you can see everybody dancing to the moves and the whole thing.
I
so
love
it's
that
just,
too.
It's crazy.
And I love different cultures' music because there's like a no holds bar. Like everyone's out there dancing. They're not thinking they're too cool. Like sometimes when we're in Los Angeles playing shows, you know, people kind of just like stand and watch. It's like when you go to those other shows, you're like, okay, let's dance
you go
immediately.
crazy. It's
Yeah,
just like, who
that's so
cares?
cool. So, what I'm kind of want to take this into a little bit of the yoga talk too. So I'm a yoga teacher. I've practiced yoga for like 15 years now, and I always wanted to become a teacher, but never did until I finally quit my job and took the teacher training, and that just like broke me down in several ways. But similar thing between music and yoga, I think, is it's time where, first of all, we're not really talking, but we're kind of going inward, right? So for me, the yoga practice has changed my life because it gives me that space to just begin again and keep going. And no matter where I am that day on the mat, I'm learning something about myself. So I'm going deeper within. So my question for you guys is, I want to talk about that little voice that we have in our head that guides us. And I think we all have it, and I think it gets suppressed sometimes, and I think it gets clouded. But if you guys want to share maybe a time in your life where that little voice called your intuition kind of spoke to you.
Well, I know where I lost it for a while, and now when I regained it, I broke my back surfing about 4 years ago in 2 places. So I got surfing taken away from me for a little while, about a year and a half, and surfing was my identity and it's my kind of who I am. So when you lose that, you kind of go through that voice in your head that says like, no, you can keep doing it or get better. You know, like it kind of goes away a little bit when you're bummed out on things. You're depressed for losing something that you held on to since you were 4 years old. So like when I did that, like it was really depressing, and like I had to like slowly work myself back up, but I wasn't getting better because I was so bummed and depressed all the time. And like so, once I changed that though, I flipped the script. It's kind of that voice came back to me and said, Garrett, you know, what are you doing? And then that's comes to what I started about the gratefulness is, you know, I started having to be grateful for like the little steps of things, and that voice kept telling me, you know, like, okay, you can do this, Garrett. Like, so like, you know, the first time I got back in the water and was able to surf, like I wasn't surfing like I used to surf, you know. And so I had to accept that and then be grateful that I could just stand up on a board, be in the ocean. Just being able to swim in the ocean again was like a huge step for me. Like, happier. And that voice just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and finally I got better. And now I surf every day. Couldn't be happier, and that voice guides me now.
Changed you,
it
right?
kind of changed me a lot. Yeah, it makes me, every time now that I get upset about something, I can always, the voice inside my head tells me to, remember that time when you had a broken back and you're just laying in bed all by yourself? Is this worse? And I go, no, it's not. Oh, whatever, don't worry about it. And I get over things really quickly, and it helps me like get that picture.
I would say that that's like a hinge moment in life. We have these hinge moments every now and then where kind of life just takes a toll on us, and I think those moments are the things that you can remember the most about your life, and they do change you. So thank you for sharing that.
The big things for me is just my creativity, just for, I don't know, just something that pops through my head, just drawing it down, whatever. And for a long time, I didn't do anything with it, and recently I started to, and I'm seeing a lot of my old self again, which is really nice. And just another thing, and I was in a very long, for me, a very long relationship, almost 2 years. And getting out of that actually brought myself back too. I looked back and I was like, wow, I was almost a different person when I was with that person. So it turned me into somebody I didn't want to be. So I don't know, just putting that time to focus on myself, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's good.
And that's where that voice came back. It was yourself, right? It was that intuition that's like, hey, you're trusting that it's all part of the process, and breaking your back or losing your creativity or losing your mojo a little bit is part of what makes you you. When you come back, you know more of yourself. I think knowing yourself is also the yoga thing. I feel like I learn more about myself every time I do yoga. So it's like, and you probably do that when you surf.
Yeah, I do a lot of yoga. Helped out a lot too.
Yeah, okay.
With the stretching and all that stuff, it helped out. It was part of my back pain.
Do you guys meditate at all?
Yeah.
No.
For relaxation, because I usually get nervous a lot and I start sweating, so I think yoga helps me relax and get some place to calm myself.
Slow the breath down. Yeah, that's really great. Meditating, even if you do it, you can have different forms of meditation too, right? It doesn't have to be like sitting like this. It could be. You could be just be thinking of it. You can be having a mantra in your mind when you're doing something else.
Oh,
It's so you meditate.
Some affirmations.
Totally affirmations, like you said, the gratefulness.
Gratefulness is a huge part for me.
Yeah, and I when I teach, I try to guide people through some breathing exercises to slow your mind down a little bit. When do you feel most connected to yourself?
The ocean.
In the ocean? Yeah.
Any kind of water, actually. Just, I don't know. I've always been a Peter Pan kind of person. Lost Boy maybe. So like that, when I used to watch those movies and stuff, flying was like the coolest thing in the world. Like aside from surfing, which is kind of like flying on water, but. But just like being able to, like, I was swimming in the ocean the other day, and like I was teaching a surf lesson, and it was like my fourth one of the day, so I'm just exhausted. But then you just do a jump over a wave, and you kind of just fly through the water, and it just kind of releases you, and you're like, I'm flying. So and you're like, you're not really flying, but it's like the closest thing you can get to actually flying is swimming in the ocean, or the water, whatever you guys like to swim on.
That everything you loved as a kid, like I think that soul voice, it's always there, right, when you're born. And all those things and those activities when you're a child that you love, if you do it now, you get more in touch with that again. So it's like totally awesome. And that feeling of family with friends, right? Family with, I think of the thing like home, like it doesn't have to be your family, right? It could be anything else and anyone else. So creating a space that feels like home, a safe place, that's so cool.
I think one of the most connected and the most feeling amazing is when I'm working.
You're working?
Because I'm always one-on-one with the coaching. And there's no other way to be, because if you're not present 100% listening and grasping everything that the person is transpassing to you, they're giving you, there's no other way. And the feeling is amazing when you're like, it's almost like you can feel the other person's feelings.
Yeah.
That's huge. That to me is like the best.
And you're helping someone. You're a healer. You really are. Let me ask you something about that. How do you heal people every day without depleting yourself?
I have
Is there
so
something
many
you do to
ideas.
protect your energy? Hi, hello.
Oh,
Hi there.
Hello.
This is Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
We're talking about music and yoga.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
we got deep real quick. Stephanie is part of my band. She's awesome, amazing
nice.
singer. And
So I just don't have the belief. And so I'm, when people say like, oh my God, did you see that person was so heavy, that energy was just like, it doesn't, it's their energy that concerns them, it doesn't concern me, mine is something different. You know, if I can bring them a little bit of joy and a little bit of peace, that's what I'm giving, I'm not taking. So, if you can feel, when you're empathy, when you're empathy, you can feel somebody's feeling, but there's no reason that you should get into your energy or like, oh, well, that to me is like, no, I just don't believe it.
I love that. It's not even an option for you.
No, it
It's just
isn't.
not, which is a great way to think about that. That's so great. Thank you for doing what you do.
There's a lot of strength too, I feel like, in knowing who you are and having such a breakdown. Because if you're solid in who you are, then you wouldn't need to take on somebody else's.
But I mean, when you teach, I teach that, and to me, it's like when you're a coach, teaching somebody to be responsible. That means I'm responsible for my own energy. It's like I cannot blame that somebody has that energy and I took it in. That would be like, what are you doing? And it's like, no. You are responsible for your own. How can you? That would be against what I teach. So it's just not possible. So
I think there's, have you ever guys heard of the book, The Body Keeps the Score? There's this book on yeah, you've heard it? There's this amazing like principle that if you like that harmony or being in something bigger than yourself, whether it's a choir, a play, or a sports team, it doesn't matter really what it is just healing in general. Like when you're in a room of people, I always feel like I'm constantly like behind them. I'm gonna have to remind myself I'm not, because I pick it up and put it down, but it's just like a wonderful way of working with yourself next to other people. It's like very individual, like I love. So it's self-contained.
Weird paradox like that, with a bunch of other people, but you're also very alone.
Right.
Yeah.
And I like
It's
that.
like it's like alone together, you know.
You
it's
just
a
know
paradox.
you're all working your stuff out on that mat together.
Exactly, but you're not talking, you're not interacting. Maybe like do a smile or something nice, but yeah, it's so cool.
Sort of at the fish, like the
Yeah,
fish
that fish show.
concert.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you see somebody like and they do yoga as
Part
profession.
of practice it's very much, even though we're in this group setting and I talk about this, we're all working on ourselves. So it doesn't matter what this person's doing. All that matters is what you're doing. And I think that goes hand in hand with the music and everything that we've been talking about today, and getting into our intuition. Well, I'm Veronica. So nice to meet